go to the Cronus map. I think that's the next thing to go. That'll determine where we go. Bridge officer, Abelard, officer. That's my quarters. I guess I could change my appearance. I don't know. We'll figure that out. But yeah, let's look at the map, see what it says. Okay, so this is the map where I can go to. So that's an unidentified void ship. There could be something there. Don't know what that is. That might be the prison planet? What's that? Oh, that's me. I'll explore. So these are the main places. But first we're going to go here. We're going to get our guide. Lord Captain reporting. The heralds of Navis Nobilite continue to maintain Vox Towns, perhaps due to your Act 5 being off limits to visitors. We intercepted signals from the beacons drifting in the station's orbit. The demands are clear. We are to turn the ship around immediately. We also detected an accumulation of space debris near the station's docks. Presumably, it is the remains of interplanetary shuttles. Perhaps the esteemed Navis Nobilite House requires aid and therefore cannot respond to our Vox transmission. Order the auger crew to scan the station. Yes, Lord Captain. The Vox remained silent for a while, but then you hear static in Vigdis's measured voice. The officers from the auger crew performed a full scan of the station, but the information is imprecise. They now wave to sources of unclear genesis that are throwing off most readings. We were able to ascertain that the core reactor of the station is still active, but many compartments are unpowered and some fully depressurized. The signs of biological activity are largely present in the central module, which means the station has not been abandoned. So the question remains, why are the esteemed navigators, heralds, ignoring us? Contact the station again. I will negotiate personally. I am sorry, Lord Captain. The station does not reply even after an official greeting by a rogue trader and the declaration of your intent to negotiate in person. Oh, shit. Let's go to the prison planet first. We will not invade a Navis Nobilite station without first requiring official approval. Lord Captain, only the navigators are blessed with the gift of steering ships through the materium. Everyone else would succumb to the same nightmarish influence it projects on the crews and vessels. To attempt traversing warp space without a guide is a fool's errand. Forgive me for intruding, Lord Captain, but I feel it is my duty to remind you that the Navis Nobilite are highly respected citizens of the Imperium, humanity's guides through the warp. The power and status of a highborn navigator house is akin to that of your Protectorate. To aid them in their hour of need is to acquire an influential ally. Then we shall order the crew to commence docking with the station. Affirmative, Lord Captain. We do not know what is happening at the station, so you will have to look for the esteemed navigators blind. Dock safely, and may the God Emperor light your path. For the station, okay. Begin scan. So then I just click that. I mean, I don't have any other options. That's not good.
Pathetic worm. You dare to argue with your master?
It was not you whom I swore to serve within these walls. My lips are sealed.
Confess. What was the old man's last command? What are you planning?
Give up, Keeper. You have lost this battle again.
sir. Permission to execute them.
Mortal Emperor, deliver your servants from peril. Prayers will not help you, servant of the damned. In the name of House Orsilio, I command you to execute the infidels. Well, okay. Not a step further. Master, we have some strange guests on the station. Bellic Orsilio, a tall man, stops you with a gesture when you approach. Blood is trickling down the pearly scales of his weary face, not just his own blood. Two jet black unblinking eyes are watching your every move, and the third one, the mark of a navigator's fate, is menacingly pulsing behind the lowered lid in the middle of his forehead. Step back, or unleash all the horrors of the sea souls upon you. Emperor, be my witness. Desist, brother. It was the Emperor's will that brought me to this abode. The Navigator frowns. No one has the right to interpret his will so freely, sister. But wait, I recognize your coat of arms. You must be a lady of the von Valencius dynasty? Yes, I am absolutely positive, in fact. And since fate has brought such an important person to my abode, allow me to introduce myself. Before you stands Felix Christoph August, keeper of this station. So you not come to offer support to the traitors? This is great news. Having said that, you must understand that Urek 5 is a holy sanctum for House Orsilio. The path to it is only revealed to a select few. It pains me to say you are not on the guest list. Provide me with a navigator and I will immediately depart the station. I do not think this is possible. Urek 5 is an observation station. We do not sign contracts and do not provide navigators. We delve into the depths of infinity and chart the movements of the warp storms. And besides, Felix gestures at the disorder around him. You have chosen an inopportune time for negotiations. I'm looking for the Lord Inquisitor's interrogator, one Heinrich von Kalox. Do you know anything about his present location? The Lord Inquisitor's interrogator? I think I would know if such an important individual decided to pay us a visit. What is happening on the station? Where did all these corpses come from? Betrayal, a most banal thing in the life of a nobilite, don't you think? I was stabbed in the back by my closest friend Theobald Orsilio, the second keeper of the Urek 5 and my mentor. On his instructions, my own people sabotaged the generators, blew up the shuttles, and brutally massacred the loyal servants of my mistress. Most unforgivably, they dared take her prisoner, greedy scum. I swear by the throne's light, their souls will perish in the darkness of the void. Felix falls down for a few moments, then fiercely slams the end of his staff into the floor. The men have captured Lady Cassia and are now torturing her upstairs, while we are idly chatting down here. Help me rescue her or be gone, but waste no more of my precious time. What kind of help are you talking about? I would never ask you for such a favor under different circumstances, and yet... Felix takes his hand away from his ribcage, notices blood, and winces in pain. And yet Lady Cassia's well-being is above all. I haven't got many people left. My wounds are too deep for me to act with precision and swiftness. But you may actually succeed. In order to ascend to the mistress's chambers, you will need to remake a holy relic sanctified with the blood of Lady Orsilio herself. This is the control rod of the elevator machine spirit. I have one part and the other was lost during the mutiny, but even this relic will be of no use unless the elevator mechanism is powered. How do I remake the control rod? I have a phylactery containing the mistress's blood. It needs to be taken to the laboratory, which is located behind one of the reliquary doors. The most ancient of sacred mechanisms will help to rebuild the rod. The tech priests ceaselessly perform the rites of appeasement so that the machine spirit would serve the house in its time of need. That fateful hour is now upon us. So how am I supposed to power the elevator? The station's main cogitator is situated in the guard room. Just enter the correct command sequence and the sacred mechanism will do the rest. I guess that makes sense. Well, why should I help you? You came to the station for a reason. House Orsilio will not be able to help you until the current crisis is resolved. But, if you aid us now, I promise we will reach an agreement that you will find satisfying, be it riches, influence, or the powers of our navigators. If it is so simple, then why don't you do it yourself? I never said the feat would be easy to accomplish. The path to the laboratory and the guardroom is blocked by the very same madmen who took over the station. They will not negotiate and are not afraid of displeasing the Navis Noblight or incurring the Emperor's wrath. They bow only to brute strength, something of which I currently happen to lack. I guess that makes sense. So what have you decided, descendant of the Von Valencius line? We'll do this. The woes of your house upset the balance of power in this part of the galaxy. I will help you, if not for the sake of profit, but for the good of the Imperium. You should hurry then. We will stay here to hold the line and lick our wounds. Good luck, rogue trader. May the Emperor's light be with you. So I now have a phylactery of blood. So, step 1 is done. First of all, let's get the loot. It's over here.
Is there money to be made?
Yes, there are. Okay, so I've decided in recent editing, you probably have noticed this.
I always have a backup plan.
Jump over. Oh, try that. Right here. That'd be awesome. I'm showing me looting, inventory, that kind of stuff. I'm cutting out basically map looking at and inventory management. A lot of that other stuff. I'm trying to cut out some of the tutorial stuff, but if there's dialogue going on in the background, I'm leaving that just because that's kind of important to the story. So that's where we stand now with this being the 5th episode of this series. So let's see if we can do this.
Compared to naval service, that was barely a challenge.
Cool.
Attention to detail is the key to success.
Keep your wits about you. Never doubt me.
Okay, there's gonna be lots of traps. What's that? Lady Navigator's statue looks pristine and new. That's pretty nice, yeah. Oh, okay.
Let us not dawdle.
About to have a big fight. Stand firm, we must not let the miscreants defile House Orsilio. So, are we bad guys or the good guys? Farewell for House Orsilio.
I'll make an example out of you!
Stand your ground.
Put you here.
Guided by faith. As the Emperor commands, I act. That is not the Emperor's will.
Oh, he shot his own person. Ha! You idiots.
Not injured. I'm enraged.
Oh, so who are guys? First of all.
Anything else? Will do. That is not my destiny. An unfortunate turn of fate.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. Indeed. At your beck and call.
High momentum.
Let's make some opportunities. I'll make it happen.
I screwed up. You want to attack? Well, you're a terrible shot. You know that, right?
I've suffered worse.
Faith without deeds is worthless. Rejoice in battle! As the Emperor commands, I act. Each strike is a threat.
Did it?
Anything else?
My place is at the fore. I will do my duty.
Who if not me?
Your end was
Finally.
inevitable.
Got a shot at it.
rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Oh, come on.
Over there!
Notice something?
That's how it's done.
Alright, let's go to the door now.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Secure bastard. We locked it somewhere else. Maybe this door. There were doors on the other side too that I just didn't notice.
Is there
This
money to be made?
was a worthwhile investment.
I better myself through my service.
The crew continues to mourn Lady Theodora. I fear it may affect the performance of their duties in service of the Lord Captain. Attention to detail is the key to success.
I woke up with a feeling of wonder, as if a field of flowers was blossoming
Well,
nearby.
I wonder if I can't
A
unpack
child
that.
was saved from death. 1,000 heretics were burning alive, begging and sobbing and howling.
The whispers told me how.
Duty prevails.
Get another fight, I think.
Let us not dawdle.
Do you hear the screams? Move! Sir, are you alright? We can't hear anything. Now I see you are in league with them. Is this an insurrection? Yes, indeed. Death to the traitors. So what are you doing? Get a hold of yourself, sir. I know you are all traitors. Traitors of all of you. They told me, they whispered. Hey, who are you? Your doom. Are we killed him? Oh, that's very good. And what that is.
Keep your wits about you.
Oh, the irony. Ugh, damn it.
Never doubt me. Always keep your eye on the prize.
Ooh.
That wasn't so difficult.
Thank you. Hurts so much pain on my chest. For some reason, the arc enemy's twisted influence is found its way into the station. That's weird. Oh.
I always keep my options open.
The cogitator's vid screen is covered in cracks and stained with dried blood. The buttons, switches, and levers were ripped out of the control panel with exceptional cruelty and scattered around the sacred mechanism that now sparks and hisses agony, still refusing to perish. You turn a few of the remaining dials and pull the activation lever. The cracked vid screen of the sacred engine flickers. The cogitators inside emit creaks and groans, and the lumens oscillate at random. It takes a while, but eventually the machine spirits do grant you access to the cogitator systems. Request. Let's examine the log. The archive data stored in the concentrator's local data crypt is partially corrupted, but you still manage to access the residual logs for examination. Let's view box report 12A8890. The box recording hisses for some time before you hear a voice. This is Officer A282. Do you copy? Several generators overheated on power on the lower levels. Chambers A to D are unpowered. The tech priest crew sent to investigate the problem is not responding. Requesting back. The officer's speech is interrupted by shouting and the recording abruptly ends. Officer H123 speaking. 200 servants have perished due to explosive decompression of the living quarters. We've located traces of mechanical interference. The preliminary cause is officer sabotage. Crews 5, 6, and 9 are cut off from the main compartment. We have enough oxygen for 20 minutes. May the Emperor save our souls. Senior station officers, this is the captain speaking. We attempted to contact the Winter Scale Scion for help, but something is jamming the signal. We never received a reply and cannot be sure if it was even sent in the first place. A rescue team is not coming. We are on our own, so remain vigilant. Anyone could be a traitor. You hear me? Anyone. If you are in doubt, shoot to kill. The following box screen is too belly distorted to make out even a single word. Examine the recent entries of the incident log. The servants close to the child have started butchering one another again. An order came from above to have their remains reprocessed. The negotiation with the Winter Scales were a success. A new batch of servants will arrive in 10 moons. Escort them to the laboratory at once. It is imperative that we increase the new retainer's resistance to the child's powers. Holy crap. That's data expunged. The docking station log. Identity confirmed. Regent Arenato Orselio. Date of visit classified. Reason for visit classified. Date of departure classified. Security and life support logs. Warning: damage in technical compartment A12, B3, D8, and H24 detected. Warning: living quarters L10, L16, L28 depressurized. Warning: unable to access the station's docking system. Warning: energy regulation system unknown error. The station will transfer over to emergency power. Immediate evacuation of the facility is advised. Warning: view the encrypted data. Required access level, security captain above. Current access level, senior security officer. Let's try this. Oh. You easily bypass the restrictions imposed by the sacred machine. The Kajir overloaded process were unhappily. Most of the encrypted data has been wiped. You find traces of the purged protocol. Recovery is impossible, but a list of the most recent commands having been embedded in the machine's spirit consciousness now flits across the screen in a single creeping line. Child delete pick flow disabled access code annul station controls delete activate shuttle self-destruct purge command log. Wow, that's a lot. Exploring the archives for a while longer yields a surviving excerpt from the guard captain's report mentioning that the security system had recently been reconfigured without his knowledge. His comment reads, only the keepers of the station have access to the life support systems, but Keeper Theobald has not left the child's sight, and neither had I. Could it be that Savitsky breeze? Switch to maintainers controls. Cards within the sacred mechanism slowly starts turning. Let's open all the doors on the level. The vid screen goes dark as the machine spirits had fled the mechanical casket, but your assumption is incorrect. As it fills with sex just a few months later, you can barely make out an inscription amidst the flow of rapidly changing symbols. Warning, data processing error is corrupt. Oh, good lord. Yeah, let's do. Kind of takes a few minutes to gather the data systems. This door's already been opened. It's already been opened. Depressurized. Okay, that might be the door that was locked I couldn't get into. Oh, that's that door. last thing. Let's do the main elevator controls. Let's activate the elevator. Press require. Turn the most available commands. Now let's request data on the station's navigators. Oh, there's only 2 left alive. Belek and Theobald. All the rest of the Celios, deceased. Those 2 are in a civil war. Something's going on with the 2 of them. I'm not sure what. The child. Location, upper chambers, biometric parameters, rapid heartbeat, elevated body temperature. Stress level exceeds permissible limit. I don't know what that means. So we can't call for help. Now let's step away. Alright.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
I feel like I should kill these guys. Alrighty, I don't know what's going on there. Oh, that could be.
Experience. Nothing matters more.
We fail. Oh, we just moved that. Okay. That was a waste of time.
Let us not dawdle.
Oh, what is that? That's creepy. I don't like that at all. There's nothing over here.
Keep your wits about you.
Over.
Across the sensor gradient, here's your nostrils and broken glass. Somebody wanted to destroy the laboratory or find something. Lady Cassius Medicaid.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
They all just lost their minds. Please don't kill me. What does this do?
This could be an opportunity.
Huh. Well, I can turn into Wolverine.
Is there money to be made?
That's done. I expect to get attacked anytime. Another secret door over here? I did not see. Yes, there was. I wonder if I would have done something different if I could open up a secret passage, but I probably fucked
Rise
up.
to the top, or get left in
Alright,
the
let's go.
dust.
I didn't want to know how to get in that room. What am I missing?
I always have a backup plan.
That's that room. What's in here? Alright, there's nothing there. I
Let
gotta be able
us
to go.
not do.
If I figure out how to get into this other room. I'm missing something. I am dumb.
Always keep your eye
How?
on prize.
Do I get... Oh, where's the elevator? That's what I'm looking for. So where's the elevator?
Is there money to be made? This is intriguing.
I better myself through my service.
Okay, jump over.
An expected result.
Success is the only outcome I accept.
Let's talk to this.
I always keep my options open.
It's the elevator. Feel like Crescelio looks a little better. His tangled hair is now neatly braided. His wounds tightly bandaged. There's some healthy color under the scales of his cheeks. You dealt with the threat and powered the elevator. Well done. I trust you brought the activation right as well. Remember, every second of hesitation may cost my mistress her life. The crossroads are two paths, both stained with blood, both leading to the accursed eye. They all wear masks so poor and flimsy they fall at the slightest touch, one hiding a blind man, another a traitor. Tell me more, what paths? I cannot say. One is paved with blind faith, the other with hatred and treachery. Both lead to tragedy. You simply have to decide what kind of tragedy you like the most. So who is who? Who do you see behind the masks? My whispers are giggling nastily. They will not speak, the naughty little things. They say that tearing off the mask is your concern. Thank you. I did not understand a single word. Nope. Thank you. Everything is clear now. She nods tiredly and glances at Felix out of the corner of her eye. The station has enough problems without your sorcery, Psyker. Ooh, who do I trust? I just don't know if I trust him. I have many questions regarding what happened on the station. You think they're worth the life of my mistress? Who is the child mentioned in the documents and reports found on the station? You meddled with something that should have been left alone. The child is what the station servants call Lady Cassia, but the commoner's dirty mouth must not sully her name by uttering it. You see, it is not beneficial for all servants to have their vocal organs altered. Some prove to be more useful when they are still able to speak. The madmen I fought were convinced that we were the traitors. That's why they are insane. Will you really heed the rattlings of retainers who dared to raise their hand against the scions of a noble bloodline? The servants alone cannot be blamed for what happened on the station. Most corpses I discovered were either unarmed or feeble. Did you really think mere servants could plan a coup? The senior officers are just as guilty. Half my guards butchered one another because they suspected treason. As for the real culprit, the coup was staged by those closest to the mistress. Destroying the shuttle, shutting off power, disabling security systems. Too many things require special access available only to the keeper of the station. As I'm sure you were aware, there were 2 keepers of the station. Your guess is absolutely correct. Theobald Orsilio, the demented old man obsessed with Lady Cassia and her power, and also the one to blame for the woes that have befallen your Act 5 and our noble bloodline. I saw the security captain's report. Only the keepers have access to the station system, but Theobald stayed at his side the entire time and could not have initiated the self-destruct protocol. Which means he did it before the report was filed, or maybe after, or... You dare suspect me of what has happened? The one who's going out of his way to preserve what little there is still left? By the God, Emperor, will you keep those slanderous accusations to yourself? I listened to a recording of a private conversation between the station's officers. You were very lenient toward them, purposely neglecting the security protocols. I was lenient, this is true, and in the end I paid a steep price for it. Just look at the destruction around us. The insurgents have left almost nothing in my home. Can I say good? No. Enough lies, Felix. I am certain you are the one behind this coup. Good. I suppose it is time to remove my mask. Congratulations, you've got me. But did you really expect me to be sincere this entire time, to welcome you with open arms? An ally of Tisiphone and her monster, the accursed child who has tormented the navigators of House Orsilio for years? Don't make me laugh. You arrived to help her completely destroy our house, and I cannot let that happen. What are you babbling about? I know nothing of the Tisiphone or monsters of any kind. You do not? In that case, accept my sincere apology. For the deception of my earlier behavior, I had no intention of making an enemy of Von Valancia's heir, nor destroying the station that served as my home for many years. They left me no choice. You cannot even imagine what monster lurks in the upper chambers. An evil, a plague, a pestilence on our bloodline that seeks to destroy House Orsilio from within. And Theobald and his followers just mindless fanatics serving this evil. Lady Cassia is a scion of a merciless tyrant, but it is not her relationship to Tisiphone that is terrifying. She is a monster whose powers drive servants insane in mere turns. A cursed child who can kill a navigator from the Orsilio bloodline with just a look. I alone managed to get close enough to her over the years. She lowered her guard and trusted me, and at long last, I rid my house of the curse. This is the truth. All navigators are abominable mutants and monsters, so what? I may be a mutant, and yet monsters may wear many a pleasant guise. Do not believe everything you see. Perhaps you're in great... Perhaps you're ingratiating yourself to me, hoping I will let down my guard. I cannot change the past, and dare not hope you will ever trust me again, but I swear my words and my apology are genuine. Must have been terrible to live under a monster's yoke for so many years. I shall help you destroy it. I don't expect to escape the station alive, but your timely appearance changes everything. If I go up and face Lady Cassia, she will kill me with a glance. I am not lying. Her cursed powers hold sway over the carriers of our Navigator gene. But if you manage to press a special charm against her skin, whether by force or guile, the bale influence of her powers will recede, and you will be able to bring the cursed child to me, so that justice can triumph and House Orsilio can cast off its shackles. And what will I get in return? You will get everything you wanted, a loyal navigator and the undying gratitude of House Orsilio. Very well, I will do it. You're going to need this charm. You need not worry about the child's powers. They're only fatal to the navigators of our house. As for Theobald, he succumbed to the monster's madness a long time ago. Poor misguided man, he stands no chance against you. Alright, that's where we are going to stop for today. I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying this. If you are, please leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. It means a lot, helps the channel grow, and I really do appreciate it. Until next time, love you guys. Hope to see you again soon. Take care, and I will talk to you later. Bye for now.